Figure it out.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wapaton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with Health Pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose. To care for each other. beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about.
Hey there! So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make,
cha-ching,
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is...
Abby Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's brought to you by Red River Communications and Cable Channel 28. Red River Communications, internet with a human touch. I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson. B-Dub, good evening.
How are we doing today?
The legendary...
Don't start that.
Okay.
Don't start that.
All right, we'll leave
People
that
are starting to ask questions about that, and I just...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to have to explain it. It's too much. It's just too much.
They don't want to see the fro picture, the one with your... fro.
I could probably bust one of those out. I can tell you that right now. I can find one of those.
I think we should put one up in here.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got one. Yeah.
I know. I've seen it.
I've got one.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think you should do that.
See. Maybe we'll display those one time. Yours that's hanging in by the fridge there in the kitchen.
Yep.
If we want to call it that. In the break room.
In the break room.
Yeah, the break room.
Yep.
So yeah.
Back in my old Legion days.
Yeah. That thing's old.
It is old.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the 70s.
We'll have to get it colorized.
I was driving up here and I had 80s on 8 on the radio, and I was wondering what Watson's song was back in the day before a basketball game. If it was like Rocket by Herbie Hancock, or what were you listening to?
Herbie Hancock. Wow, that's like really.
That's old school.
Yeah. I don't know what it would be. Yeah.
Back then we had Walkman.
We had I don't even know if I had a Walkman then.
Heather's going like, what the hell's a Walkman?
Did I have a cassette? I might have had a cassette tape then.
You had a boom box.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what my pregame. I can't remember back that far. That's a long time ago.
What was your pregame meal?
Well, standard at UND was hamburger steak. Like we'd go on the road, be hamburger steak. So hamburger steak, mashed potatoes, be that or it'd be pasta. One of those two, on the road. So.
Do you feed your runners before you go?
You know, we had some parents that came out and put on a couple of team meals for us this year. So it's not every week, but we did have a couple of team meals, and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
I went home and just I couldn't run a step after those team meals. It was pre-carbo loading for the kids for the next day, and they did a good job with them.
That's good. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, we're joined now by head coach of the BW cross country team. Their season is coming to an end. And they got some good news to talk about. But first, Larry Lash, head coach of the BW Storm cross country team, boys and girls. Larry, let's chat about the seniors a little bit. Let's go over the seniors. Being this is our final fall season show, let's talk about the seniors and give them some credit that credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely. We had great seniors. Three seniors all on the girls team this year. We'll talk about Ave Diaz first. She's from Breckenridge. Mm-hmm. And it was her first year trying cross country. Her mom used to be the cross country coach over there, so it wasn't new to her. The running part was, but understanding the sport. And Ave did fantastic. She came to some summer runs, did a great job bonding with the kids, and she brought just some of that common sense coolness that you hope a senior will bring, maybe to younger girls who can get nervous or flighty or just not really sure how to act in all the situations. You know, like any sport, doing the little things right adds up to doing a big thing great.
Yep.
And she brought that example to the program. So we were so happy that she joined our team, and she did a fantastic job. And I wish she would have found cross country, 3 or 4 years ago, but heck, we'll take 1 year and get the most out of it. So.
Yep, especially that kind of leadership from a senior. Absolutely.
Right. Yep. And the amazing thing is, it's like we went to our sectional race, and she made the cut. So she ran sectional. She was one of our top 7 runners. And the girl who was next, 8th, Addie King, and they ran together all season. And I said, well, Addie, I said, now at sectionals, I can only run 7 kids. And I said, Avi, she made that spot. I said, would you still want to come train with the team in case, somebody sprains an ankle or gets the flu that morning? You would bump into that spot. And Addie's a big figure skater too, so I knew she'd kind of been like, okay, I got to start skating. And she goes, no, I want to be there to support Avi. We became really good friends this season.
Oh, awesome.
So one's from WAP, one's from Breck.
Yep.
So just things like that happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is, really
That's
nice.
fantastic.
Yep, so fantastic story.
Yep.
And then my 2 seniors have been in the program forever. Basketball, sometimes you don't get to know your kids in junior high because, I get them for a couple years in junior high, and then Watson gets to know them as maybe sophomores, juniors, seniors.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even freshmen because there's a different freshman coach.
Sure.
But in cross country, I see my kids right from the get-go. So Jasmine Benedict and Kira Wurtzema have been with me for 6 years running the program.
Yep.
And, I mentioned basketball. It's like, you get them for 2 years. When you get them for 6 years, as freshmen, you're already treating them like they're a junior or a senior. And you still get them for 3 more years.
Yeah.
So, you really learn a lot about the kids. And even from an early age, both those girls, you could see that they were very goal-orientated. They just kind of weren't out, it's like sometimes you get a junior high kid out and they're kind of flighty and, hee, ha, ha. They kind of had their mindset that we want to be varsity runners right from the get-go.
That's awesome.
And I think Jasmine was running varsity in 8th grade, maybe 9th grade was her first varsity race, and Kira did run varsity, I know, as an 8th grader. And this year, Kira flipped between our 1 and 2 runner all season, and Jasmine stayed steady as our 3 runner. So sometimes when girls get older, their body changes, and they might take a little bit of a step backwards, the physicality. The mental part is what's important. If they can keep that, and both these girls did. They stayed so strong mentally, and actually they both had their best season as runners too, time-wise.
Wow.
So that's really impressive to be in a program for 6 years and then make steady improvement year after year.
And I remember hearing those 2 or 3 names, 2 out of the 3 names for several years from you, and you've always talked highly of those 2 girls.
Right, and Jasmine and Kira, even last year as juniors, they really had to step into the leadership role because our team was so young.
Yeah.
And plus they had to deal with, we had Gracie Falk and Lucy Comstock, and I mentioned Addie King, all these young girls coming into the program, and they started beating them. There was a while, Kira took a back seat to Lucy for a little bit, and it's like, okay, how is she going to respond to that? And she could have, got all right, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. But no, she took her right along, and I challenged those 2 girls last year. I said, you got to take these young girls and just show them the way and be calm and cool. And even though you're super nervous for the race, you have to portray that confidence. And they've done that for me.
That's awesome. It just some great leadership there in those 3 girls. And even though you've only had Avi 1 year, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like I say, in that 1 year, she made a great impact on our program.
Yep. All right, so it was, there's your seniors, and congratulations to you guys, but for a couple of them, the season's not quite over yet. How about that? I got to say here, and as I drop my papers, I got to say when I read your email that you sent on Thursday, when I read your email about the results and things like that, and from the section tournament, I'm an emotional guy, and when I read that, it kind of touched my heart a little bit. So, it's pretty cool.
And when I'm on the course, out there cheering the kids on, it's like, all right, it's sectionals. every team is trying to bring their best. They want to go to state. And I see our girls run by. I see Lucy and Kira running shoulder to shoulder. And they were in a pack of like 7 runners. And not one of those runners wanted to back off.
Yeah.
There were 3 in front, actually 5 in front of them, but I knew I had a really strong feeling 3 would fall back. The other 2 were the real deal. And then every time our runners came by, you could just see them giving everything they had. And like, you say being emotional. I'm not very emotional either, but I'm like, come on. And it's like, I had to catch myself because it's like, God, you're doing so great. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
Yeah.
So it was really fun to watch. Lucy ended up getting 4th overall, and she beat a couple kids who she had never beaten before all season.
Yep.
And Kira was right behind her, got 5th overall. I asked them after the race, I said, did you guys realize that, top 6 will go to state as individuals? I said, when I saw you go by with about a mile to go, I knew the 6th place girl was pretty far back, and unless like you tripped in a gopher hole or something, but I didn't want to tell you that.
Yeah.
Because I said, shoot, now you're at the point where you could be like a medalist. You could be 1st, 2nd, or 3rd in this race. Like, you were right there. So I didn't want to tell you to relax or back off. Let's just keep going. And they said, no, we were so nervous that we thought we could be passed right until we crossed the finish line.
See, and that's what I thought was interesting, was that they were nervous in that whole thing. And it's like, how do you have time to be nervous? But obviously as a runner, it's...
Well, in that race, sometimes the race kind of gets spread out and you can kind of like feel that, okay, there's no one breathing on my back, or you can kind of, see out of the corner of your eyes. In this race, I would see like Kira try to push up a little bit, and then there'd be a girl from Fergus Falls would push right next to her. So it was kind of back and forth, so it was... Now, I mentioned those 2 girls just fighting for every inch. Our little 7th grader, Ashlyn Max, she gets out in 3rd spot, and there's nobody around her, and she's just cruising like there's like just going for a Sunday drive, just a Sunday morning run out in the park, and she ran a great time.
Wow.
And then right behind her was Jasmine, and then Gracie Falk, and Linnea Berger was in the mix.
Yeah.
And I think what was really impressive, there was 67 or 68 girl runners, and Avi was our 7th runner, but she was still like 45th place. So like our slowest runner was still right near the middle of that pack. So our whole team ran really great that day.
Yeah, speaking of the team, you got a 4th place result.
Yeah, 4th place is the best we've done in sectionals as a program since we've put the BW together 10 years ago now.
Okay.
So yeah, I think one of our best team scores too, 110. Top 2 go to state. We were only 3 points out of 3rd, and I think we were 15 points or 16 points out of 2nd.
Yep.
And the 2nd place team was kind of a surprise. They were ranked right behind us going in. They just ran really well. So yeah, it was a really fun day. A lot of tears at the finish line from parents who were crying. Kira and Lucy, who qualified for state, they were just spent. Just spent. I went to the tent to go talk to them afterwards, and they were both just sitting there, just like...
I could barely feel my legs those last 20 yards, Kira said.
There was just nothing left. They just left everything out there.
And that's what you do as a runner, isn't it? I mean, you got to push.
And then talking about Jasmine, I see her, and she's got some tears, and I was like, Jasmine, last race? And she goes, no.
It's happy tears.
She goes, I'm just so happy for the other girls and for the whole team. We just did so well. I'm just so happy for everybody else. Nothing about her.
Yeah.
It was all about everybody else.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so.
That is so cool. And so we'll get to the boys in a second. So state is this coming weekend, correct?
Right, yeah. We go down to Minneapolis. We're going to run on I think it's the Les Bolstead golf course on the U of M campus.
That's what I saw too, yeah.
And the girls will run 1 o'clock on Saturday. And going in, they know this now, that of all the girls in 2A, Lucy's best time this season has her sitting in 14th place overall, and Kira sitting 23rd.
Okay.
So they're aware of this, and they said they don't feel any of the pressure now. They were just so happy to get there so that's like, good, all right, let's just go.
Yep.
Let's just go run this time.
Just go run.
Yep.
Now, dumb question on my part, is there like an all-state, if you got to hit a certain level to be an all-stater?
Yep, top 25.
So if they could get that 14th and what did you say she was, 23rd?
Yep, 14th and 23rd.
So if they could get that, they could get all-state honors.
And that's based on all, I told the girls, I said, this is based on all the runners. Maybe somebody who's ranked in front of you didn't qualify.
Oh.
So that's the absolute,
Yeah.
And they ran some pretty tough courses this year, and I heard this course at state is challenging, but we train on challenging courses.
Yeah.
So they kind of got that in their hip pocket that nothing is too tough.
Well, good luck, girls. That's pretty cool. All right, so the boys, how'd we do in sections?
So the boys last year were, they filled the bottom row, okay? This year, they moved up. They were just a couple points from beating the team in 9th place. We got 10th.
Yep.
Troy Burnt was our top runner. He finished 33. He told me he went out too fast with the lead pack. He was in a pretty good spot after the first mile. He wishes he would have backed off a little bit. But Troy ran so consistent for us all year. I didn't think he ran a bad race.
Yeah.
He just feels he could have ran a little better. But he just takes off. He does his thing. He fights right to the finish line. So he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He did a great job. Theo S.
Yes.
He ran a great race. That was one of his better times all year, and I think he tried to stay with Troy for a little bit at the beginning, and he didn't fall back much though.
Okay.
And he was another one that day. He told me he wanted to run like in a mid-18s. And what was his time on the sheet? Do I have it on?
18:37.
Yeah, 18:37. I think he said his goal was 18:30.
Yeah.
And kind of how Ashlyn Max ran her race, he was kind of the same way. Anytime I asked him during the race, because he'd always makes eye contact. He's really coachable.
All right.
I said, okay, Theo, I said, can you get the two kids in front of you? And you would see him kind of find a new gear. And so, yeah, he ran a great race. It was, and he's only a freshman.
Wow.
So we got him back for a couple more years. And then Jace, one of my hardest workers, he ran a nice race.
Yep.
And Jack was right around, or
Yep.
Jace was up, and then it was Jack.
There's
Jack
58-59 is where they finished.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those two boys are solid. And with my boys, they're all coming back next year.
Yep. How about that?
Yeah, so we got, I told him, I said, this year is going to be a good building step. And heck, last year we were second to the last in Heart of Lakes. This year we got 4th.
Yeah.
So, and then they moved up in sections. Like I said, they probably could have got the team in front of them. But they were out there competing, racing, and I'm really proud of their efforts as well.
Are they able to go down? Are you going to take them down to watch the girls and cheer on the girls? Or
Well, we're going to leave.
Can't they go?
We're leaving Friday morning, so the kids are missing all day of school and
Okay.
staying over.
Okay.
So we're just taking the two runners. I think some other kids are going to make the trip down
They're
there.
going to make it down on
Yeah.
Saturday at least, or
Try
Friday
to catch
night.
them running, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a clap out for the girls at Wahpeton School tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock.
A what?
They call it a clap out now.
Oh, good Lord.
So instead of having
It's
a
not
big,
a prep, but not
no,
a pep.
they don't have
rally?
the pep thing. The kids line the hallways and the student body comes out and
It's actually pretty cool.
yeah.
A clap out.
It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
So-
it's a
All
new
right.
wave.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So that's tomorrow, 3 o'clock at Wahpeton High School. And then Friday morning at 8:30, they are doing maybe the more traditional send-off where the kids will go down to the gym and wish Kira luck, and we'll hop in the vehicle and go to Minneapolis, get ready to run.
You driving? You
I
got to
always-
drive?
I always drive.
Do you got? Well, you got to drive. Well, yeah, you got the bus license anyway.
Yeah, I do,
so you-
yeah.
So you're like Heather. You always got to drive your students and
That's right, yep.
your players around. So, all right. Well, again, congratulations to Lucy and Kira, and that's a great deal.
Yeah, it's exciting. The last girl to
I
go
was
was
just
Rachel
gonna ask
Gowan.
you.
Rachel Gowan went, I think it was in 2019 we were looking. And before that, Bailey Heitkamp went the very first year
Oh,
we
wow.
co-op 10 years ago.
Wow.
And she did get all state. She was 25th.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's the best finish at
For a
state
girl,
is
yep, since we've
25th.
co-oped, yep, 25th.
Good to
Bailey
know.
Heitkamp. I'm getting old, dude.
That was
That was
10
10
years
years ago.
And then on the boys, we had Aiden Ruddy went the COVID year, but
Yes.
they didn't have a state meet.
That's right.
So he got deprived of his opportunity to run at the state meet. And then before that, we had Hunter Gown and
Gown.
Zach Hare. Hunter, I think, went 3 times. Zach went twice, and both those boys were all state on 2 different runs down there. So,
Wow.
so we've had success. We've done well at state meet, and I don't expect anything less from these girls going this year.
That's just awesome. Well, congratulations to those 2 young ladies. And Kira, it's her senior year, correct? You said Kira
Yeah.
is a senior, so best of luck to you and
Thank you.
and the team, and hopefully everything goes good. BW, got anything for Larry?
No, I already asked my question. Hey, I do have one.
Yeah.
Do they rotate the state meet, or is it always at the
It
same
used to
place?
be in Northfield at not Carleton, the other college, St. Olaf.
St. Louis, where my daughter went to school. Yeah.
And then they, for some reason, they stopped doing it there. It went to Minneapolis, but I understand that golf course is going to be reconstructed or redone. Yeah, it's going away.
going
So
away.
they need to find a new home next year, and I'm not in enough politics with the Minnesota High School League to know what their plans are. So,
and you're
so
fine
we'll
with
find
that.
out. If we get a kid qualified next year, they'll tell me where to go, and I'll take them there.
You'll go wherever it is.
That's
All right, have a
That's
safe drive, and good luck to you and the team, and Lucy and Kiera, good luck, and wish you well.
You know, one of my runners, your next guest, Linnea Berger, she's a swimmer
She's a
slash
swimmer
runner.
too.
So
That's right. She'll
she
be
was
on.
down there. She ran a good. I don't know if I mentioned her running a sectionals, but she was my other runner down there.
Yes. Yep. She was there.
So there, I got her name, and I segued into your next guest.
And that's going to be Heather Glines. All right, everybody. We would thank Larry Lash. Again, wish him good luck, and the girls too as well at state cross-country meet here this weekend down in Minneapolis. And we'll be right back with Heather Glines right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdelInnovation.com. Comdel Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Having the right insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus and invest in what can go right.
Amanda and her team are dedicated to serving you and the community. They are local, committed, and a trusted insurance team. See why they've been voted Best Insurance Agency 7 years and counting.
Come see us. We'd love a chance to work with you too.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great. And if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town...
Welcome back, everybody, to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications, the internet with a human touch. We're also on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, so if you have Red River Communications Cable, have you got it yet?
No. I live in a weird spot, so.
You are in a weird kind of. You were one of the last ones to get it.
Yeah. They're laying the cable in our area. I think they're kind of on our side street, but we live in the middle of the block. It's weird.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's just a weird location.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way people don't bother me.
You don't get very many trick-or-treaters that way because you're not in a line.
We don't, no. They stay on the main street, so we're off the beaten path, as they say.
Speaking of trick-or-treaters, we always get a bunch of them. So
yeah, because
they
know who you are. They know you're the old guy that brings the good candy.
No, I do like to give good candy.
Do you have the full-size candy bars?
Yeah, you give out the big candy bars?
No, not the big ones. I give them about 3 minis, though, or 3 or 4 minis.
You load them up. See,
yeah,
I guess that's okay. You got to see where the kids see the value. Is it value in one large.
What's
candy
your
bar?
favorite candy bar at Halloween? What's
Snickers.
yours? Snickers?
Yeah.
I'd say Snickers.
Snickers?
Yeah. To
Yeah,
go
I
to.
got to go with that.
To go to.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't refuse many.
I sometimes do I'll do a Nestle Crunch bar.
That's just weird. Like, who eats a Nestle's Crunch bar?
That's what
Put
you-
them in the fridge.
That's what you eat when that's left over.
Right.
What's the leftover candy?
That's like what's well after everybody
I
takes
suppose
all the
Whoppers
good
are bad,
candy.
too.
That's what's left over.
Yes.
I like Whoppers.
That's also a leftover
I don't know.
candy.
Well, I'll come to your house then.
You got some
Get
work
your
to do.
Whoppers.
Dude.
All
You,
right.
you got some work to do.
I got to say hi to my grandson. He's
he
watching
watching?
on the big screen
There
downstairs.
we go.
Look
There
at him.
we
He's
go.
all excited. You probably can't see him there, but
Oh.
No, we can't.
he's
see
all
him.
excited to see Pappy on TV there. So
Yeah. I
there's
wonder what
Cam
kind of
and-
candy he likes.
Cam and Wyatt, just about anything with sugar. in
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Can we get on the road here? We're
M&Ms.
We're trying to stay. We're trying to
Yes.
keep pace here.
We're joined now by Heather
So-
Glines.
Producer's
Hello.
nightmare.
Hi, Coach.
There we go.
Heather is the coach of the BW Storm swim team. And what have you been up to lately?
We finished our regular season yesterday.
That just blows my mind because I thought I remember asking you once upon a time, and I thought you'll go into November, which you are going to go into November, but it just doesn't seem like it's possible.
And no, the season went so fast.
Yeah.
It seemed in August when I was looking at our schedule, I was like, man, November is a long ways away, but here we are.
Here we are. Okay, so anyway, your last meet.
Yes, we went out with some high goals to reach. Going into yesterday, we had 5 out of our 8 EDC qualified. It was their last chance meet. So Cameron Reeby and Hayden Hoagland were so close in their 50 frees. Hayden was, I believe, about a half a second from EDC qualifying.
Ugh.
And Hayden had about 2 seconds, which were very possible. But Hayden had a really bad turn, and she knew it as soon as she hit the wall. She's like, shoot,
she knew
there it goes. And then Cameron just missed it. But they tried their best. They're first-year swimmers, and they came out. Just to get to that point to even have a chance at it was really great to see. Maddie Beyer, she has had 3 EDC qualified going into yesterday, and she just wanted to get a few more.
Yeah, you
under
had
her
quite
belt.
a few swimmers that had multiple
Yes.
events,
Yep.
correct?
Yes.
So anyway,
Okay,
go on.
Yes. So Maddie won. She had a chance yesterday at 3, getting EDC qualified, and she did get all 3 of them.
Nice.
So Maddie has 6 out of the 8 individual qualified.
Wow.
Elliston, Hendrickson, Linnea Berger, and Isla Berger all have 7 out of the 8 qualified, with Ellie and Isla also being state qualified. So those 2 are trying to get their state qualified times faster to have a better seed going into EDC and state. Linnea was trying to just get a good time, trying to get to a good place to have some success at EDC. And she dropped time in both her 50 and 500 free, which was really great to see.
Yeah.
Linnea has been working very hard at cross country and swimming and trying to find that balance. So yesterday, I just told her, like, there's no pressure. You're already EDC qualified. Just go out, do your best, see what we can do. And she did very, very well.
That's awesome.
Ellie and Isla both swam very well as well. So couldn't be happier.
All right, so wait a minute now. We're going to backtrack a couple
Yes.
seconds here. You mentioned, and B-Dub's going to just roll his eyes because I'm going to ask this question, but I can see why you want a higher seed as a basketball team, as a even a tennis player. I saw Amanda Lundsetter just walk in as a tennis player, so that you can play that lower seed. How does it work in swimming when you're in a lane by yourself?
So they
What is the importance of getting that higher seed?
You want to be placed in a faster heat because the idea is that you are competing against the faster people, so you will swim faster.
So it's I'm sorry.
Is
if
it
I'm
lane
saying-
preference too?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are. So at EDC and state, they will be that they are put into heats and then into lanes, and they have the slowest heat first, and then the slower person in the heat is on the end,
on the outside.
and you want to it's a bird flock. So the fastest is in the middle, and that's where you want to
Don't
be.
you watch the Olympics?
I do.
Well, they tell you all that stuff.
Yeah, but Okay, go on.
He doesn't pay attention. It's
I
okay.
do.
It's okay.
It's
There's a lot of.
It's okay. She said it's okay.
There's a lot of pieces that people don't think about, but ideally, the middle of the pool is fastest because you're not
because
getting.
they're cutting the wave or cutting
Yes.
the.
Yep. And you're not getting the waves off of the wall splashing against you and just streamline it. So you want to go in with a faster time, so you're swimming against the fastest people possible.
You get that fast water in the middle.
Fast water.
I was going to say that, but I thought, no, I better
beat to it.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about there. That's pretty cool. I guess because I've always been used to. But yeah, when you watch the Olympics and you watch that swimming stuff, and okay, the outside lanes are usually the slower times, and they get seated in like a flock of birds. Like you said, like
the flying V.
The flying V.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the Mighty Ducks.
Why is one line longer in a flock of geese?
Because there's more geese on that side.
Correct. Boom. Okay. All right, Heather. What do we got coming up next?
So we go to EDC in West Fargo next week, Saturday, on the 8th. We have 6 out of our 8 swimming at EDC. Even though a lot of them have many events qualified, they can only swim 2 individuals.
Oh, that's right.
And be in 2 relays, or 1 individual and 3 relays. So the max you can do is 4 swims.
So 1 individual or 3 relays?
Yes.
Or 2 and 2?
Yep. Yes.
So what do you got? You got it all
So
figured out by now?
I did. Unfortunately, I had to make some cuts, which is a very rare thing when swimming for our team to have to do.
Yeah.
But I just had to look at the best interest of our team.
How'd the girls handle that?
They handled it pretty well.
They understand?
Yes, they understand. And I think
Okay.
some of them that aren't joining us for EDC and state, I think they were tired. They were ready to be done.
Yeah.
They're first-time swimmers, and
Okay.
it's a lot. Our
Yeah.
season's very long.
Yeah, even though it seemed short to begin with.
Yes.
But, I mean, it seemed long to begin with, but shorter as time went on.
Yes, so I have Ellie. She is swimming her 50 free and 100 backstroke, and then I have her in 2 relays. Isla is swimming the 50 free and the 100 breast in 2 relays. Linnea is in the 100 fly and the 500 free in 2 relays. Maddie is swimming the 200 free, the 100 breast in 2 relays. And then Claire Lathrop is in her 50 free and then all 3 relays. Then I have Hayden Hoagland swimming in a relay.
Wow. And that's Saturday at West Fargo?
Yes.
And then the state is when?
The following week, November 14th and 15th.
In
West Fargo.
In West Fargo
yep,
also.
At the Holbert.
And how many are state qualified at this point?
2.
2.
Yes. Fingers crossed we can get a couple more.
Oh, you will. I'm sure the
I
girls
hope
will do
so.
fine.
They've been swimming hard. We have our state clap out November 13th at 3 o'clock at the high school.
Another one, B-Dub.
It's the thing to do. Yeah, it is cool, dude.
I'm not with the times.
You know, they go through the elementary school. You go to elementary school and middle school. Or just
I think we just go to the high school, but
okay.
maybe I can get
Do it
us
in
to
high
go to
school.
the elementary school.
But it's kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. You get to go through the halls, and everybody comes out. And
They do it like Jennifer Hudson and sing a song and all that?
no, they don't do that.
No?
No.
You could come and do that for us.
No.
You don't want that.
No, you don't want that. No, I couldn't carry a tune in a suitcase. I guess, when did you say that was?
The 14th and the 15th of November.
That's when but when's your clap out?
Oh, sorry, the 13th at
13th.
3 o'clock.
So it'll be the 13th. So that's
Yes, the
still
Thursday.
a couple weeks away.
Yep.
Okay. Well, again, I wish everybody good luck. And Heather, thanks for coming in again, as always. B-Dub, you got anything for Heather?
No, she kind of answered some of my questions. She's got a good problem when you have too many kids and you got to try and make a decision. So, program's headed in the right direction. So,
yes,
that's awesome.
Congrats.
All right, Heather Glines, BW Storm head coach. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks. Have a great Halloween.
Thank you. You
If
too.
you got any leftover Whoppers, I'll take them.
I'll send them your way.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
All right, next up we got Amanda Lundsetter. She's going to talk about some boys tennis when we come back here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
We know switching banks takes time. But what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name?
Worth it.
Or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds.
Worth it.
A bank that you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees?
It's so worth it.
Switch and see why Bell Bank is worth it. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Minn Kota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
All right, welcome back to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications, internet with a human touch, and also on cable channel 28. Hey, we got to, before I forget, and we'll do some more thank yous at the end, but we got to thank Gate City Bank, huh?
How about that, huh?
There's some pretty good cookies over there.
Yeah. If Yards doesn't eat them all.
Yeah, Yards has been over there.
Yards.
One, Lash took two.
He's a coach. He can have more than one.
Right.
Come on
and
now.
Amanda can take more than one, too.
Right.
So
I mean, come on now.
She's
Yards,
got kids
you'll
at
have,
home.
we know you'll have another one, Yards. It's okay. We know you will. No, we know you will. Because he's going to ask, hey, do you mind if I take those home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Take
And
a pen too, Yards.
And they brought pens, too,
Yeah.
so we want to thank
Exactly.
Gate City Bank and
How about that? Darcy over
providing Darcy over at Gate City. So
Yeah.
she brought over some cookies, and she brought us a nice card. We'll talk about that more at the
We
end
appreciate
here when we
that.
wrap it up. But
We do.
Right now we're joined by a head coach of the boys tennis squad from Wahpeton, and Huskies head tennis coach. That's Amanda Lundsetter. Amanda, thanks again for coming in and being so gracious to spend a part of your Wednesday evening with us.
Yes.
Well, since the last time we talked, you had pretty exciting times. You had some boys go to the state tournament.
We did.
That was fun. I mean, it was, for me as an outside fan, and when I say an outside fan, I'm saying, you know, I don't go to tennis. I've been to one, and it wasn't forever, but I did go to one and attend one for a while, and just to watch, to get the feel. But for an outside fan, it was fun reading the articles. It was fun seeing Facebook. It was fun seeing things in the news. It had to be a good time for you as a coach.
It was fantastic. I keep in touch with a lot of my alumni, and they were really following it close because it was probably the most coverage we've had as a team in quite some time, just because of all the success the boys were having.
Yeah.
We had a lot of firsts, as I mentioned to you last time. A lot of firsts as far as most matches won in a season, and finishing in the top 5 was a first for us in quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then our boys were also breaking records. So in the high school record books, Watson had the most singles wins at number 3. Grayson had the most doubles wins, accumulative. Garnett and Alex had the most doubles wins as a team. Actually, Watson and Grayson might actually have given those guys a run for their money, but definitely the most at singles, men's singles. So there was just a lot of records broken, and in the meantime, we were really pushing them hard towards the end of the season that, like, this is your time. You need to lock in now and make sure you take advantage. And I think they did a really good job. We had the opportunity to compete at boys team EDC, which you have to qualify to be in. We won a match there. We didn't We unfortunately got beat out by the very tough Red River, but we were still very competitive. At individuals, we had 3 qualify, Alex and Garnett in doubles and Watson at singles. So come state time, we headed up to Grand Forks, and we just really put on a good show. We were able to bring a couple of our alternates, the ones like Grayson Casti, who had an outstanding season, had a really strong record at 6 singles, and like I said, him and Watson, I think they only lost 1 match in the regular season at 2 doubles. And so we brought him, we brought Daxton Carter, who's one of our seniors, and as alternates to help support the boys, make sure they had someone to warm up with, and more importantly, someone who could step in if somebody got injured. So we brought the older guys, and we just watched it kind of unfold. And Watson kind of had his ran into some pretty tough matches to start out with. He is younger, a freshman player for us. So in his flight, he had a lot of tough competition, tough moments. He has switched from in the outdoor play, which can be really challenging, but I think he acquitted himself really well. I think he learned a lot of lessons, and most importantly, he got to see the state level. Now this is his 2nd year at state. He went to state for Cheyenne last year as an 8th grader, and even had an opportunity to compete as an alternate. So really, really blessed to have him on our team. He's a really hard worker. He's a very fun spirit to play alongside.
Yeah.
So I mean, he just did so well this season. Like I said, has that singles win record at 3, and I know moving forward with Garnett and Alex graduating, him and Grayson are going to do a great job, probably compete at 1 and 2, unless I have a very motivated Zach coming up right behind him too. So hopefully they'll keep each other competing really well. But I think Watson is really preparing himself to be in that 1-2 spot and to return next year. So he's prepared.
Young too, isn't he?
He is young.
He's a freshman?
He's a freshman, and he's learning some stuff still. He's going to get the tools. He has a talent for tennis, and obviously it's in his blood, but he's still learning how to emotionally handle himself on court and deal with his stress and deal with the anxiety that comes with an individual sport. And I think he's also a wrestler, and I think where in wrestling, that anger can really be to your benefit in wrestling. It can make you a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. In tennis, it can make us really unfocused. It can make us hit when we need to be a little more finesse. So I think State really did a good job at kind of teaching him, this is what I need to do when I'm in these moments, when I'm frustrated, when the situation isn't ideal, this is how I need to handle it. And again, working on her coachability, like knowing that when my coach is out here, she is here in an unbiased perspective, trying to show me where I need to go from here and be cooperative in those moments. And I think he's really learned a lot this season. I think he'll continue to grow at an amazing rate. So I look forward to seeing what he does.
And I was looking at the brackets here this afternoon before I came in here this evening. His last match, though, I mean, even against the Fargo Davies young man, he lost to 7-5 and 6-4. So, I mean, he was right there.
Oh, 100%. And the Davies kid is the #1 for Davies. So, I mean, it was a freshman versus a senior, and you would have never known there was an age gap there. So, yeah, I mean, he is a fantastic competitor, and he knows how to dig deep. I think that's what made him and Grayson such a good balanced power duo at 2 doubles, too, is because he was the aggressive, attacking type, really bite down and dig in, and Grayson was like the balance to that frustration, to the anger that would sometimes boil up.
Let me ask you this question, and before we get on to the doubles, I'm going to ask you this question, and the reason I ask it is because I know Coach Gilby just walked in, but I want to ask this question to you, and maybe Brian can chime in here too. But do you see a large difference between the East and the West when you go to the state meets like this? Do you see, okay, the East is really dominant versus the West, or vice versa? Do you see that at all in tennis?
100%. And
really?
It's been weird the last few years. Like, for the longest time, I would say traditionally the East has been stronger.
Okay.
We've been stronger, and I think the reason for that is because we are closer together, so we can compete against each other in the off season a lot easier. We've had more indoor facilities than they have. And whatever else has contributed to that over the years, but in the last 5 years,
Okay.
it seems like there's been a shift and the West has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. And so, especially in the girls' season, there's a very, very strong West right now.
Okay.
And that is abnormal. And so they're really dominating, and the East is starting to recede a little bit. On the boys' front, we're still holding out as being the stronger side, but it's not to say that they haven't caught up quite a bit. And I can foresee them trying to level the playing field as the schools keep breaking off, like south to Davies and West Fargo to Cheyenne, now Cheyenne to Horace. I think we're going to see a little bit more of a level playing field because it's dispersing those high-level players a little bit more amongst the districts.
Yeah.
Where out in the West, they have stayed consistent in their teams. I think the only break-off was at Minot. So yes, a little bit. I don't know how it is on the basketball scene, but definitely on the tennis scene, there's been some visible shifts. Yeah.
That was a question I was going to ask Gilby and Brian. I don't know if you got a thought on that too or not.
As far as basketball?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you see it too, don't you?
Well, in Division A, the East is pretty strong.
Yeah.
I mean, the first two state champions come out of the East. You've got Valley stacked right now. Thompson's always good. Doubles Lake is good. Kindred's always good.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in the West, you have South Prairie out there, and you have Bottineau, and then there's a bunch of other teams. You know, right now I think Region 4 is down. But, you know, Region 1 and Region 2 are both in the East, and they're pretty solid regions as far as basketball goes.
And I find it interesting that Coach Amanda said something about facilities versus East versus West,
Well,
too.
in an individual sport, that makes a huge difference.
It's got to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can play year-round, I mean, that's
Bismarck
big.
just opened a dome, or Bismarck Mandan. Mandan just opened up an indoor facility, a dome.
Yeah, they got a brand new rec facility out there.
And it's amazing. But now that gives them 2 indoor facilities in that concentrated area of high schools. I believe Minot also has an indoor or is getting an indoor. And so they have more facilities. Jamestown has their bubble.
They have a bubble, yep.
And that's available. Here in the East, it's Courts Plus and Choice Health and Fitness up in Grand Forks. And the one reason that Red River has always been as strong as they are and Grand Forks Central is as strong as they are is because of Choice Health and Fitness and the tennis pros that they have working there. And that's another huge thing are the pros that are available to players because that the ones at Choice Health and Fitness, well, they're the Division I tennis coaches or former Division I tennis coaches.
Red River's just stacked.
Yep.
Both girls and boys.
But
They're
that comes
year
with,
after year.
Yep, that comes with phenomenal coaching as well on both sides, the high school and the pros. So we used to have a really good pro at Courts Plus, Oliver, who did a really good job, but he moved to the Minneapolis. And so now I think the pros that are there now are doing their best, but they're younger, and I think they're spread a little thin.
Okay.
So I think, you know, we're seeing a little bit of change, but I'm positive the East is always going to pretty much stay in the strong side just because of the amount of people we have out here.
Okay. All right, let's talk about your doubles that went to state then too, Alex and Garnett.
Those two, you know, I think I've been excited for them since they were in 7th grade. I don't know. It was really pretty much the most awesome thing to watch those guys moving forward. We knew last year that after all the success we experienced last year that they were going to show up, and they sure did. The matches were very entertaining and fun. If you've ever watched them, Al is so strong. He's just built so strong, and both of them are these towering boys, which obviously is an advantage no matter what sport you're playing to have that height. And we got to watch them duke it out with some really strong teams. The Jamestown team that we ended up falling to ended up in the final. But they handled them really well, and that match was so close. So, I mean, they were right there battling. watch them play in that final match, and it just really could have gone either way. We were playing a tough Cheyenne doubles team, and, you know, tennis is weird. Any sort of lapse, any sort of break can really mess with the rhythm. And the one Cheyenne student had a strained groin, I suspect. It was either that or hip flexor.
Hip flexor.
Yeah, and he just couldn't figure it out, and it was clearly hurting him. So we ended up taking a 10-minute medical to try to help him so he could still function.
All right.
And man, that 10 minutes did us a little bit dirty because while trying to get him back on his feet, it just allowed too much time to think and too much time to rest between the points. And our guys definitely had opportunities for it, but it ended up, I believe, coming to a tie break. And unfortunately for us, the nerves gotten in the way, and you could see that it was almost like watching a clock tick down, and we ended up falling to them, which was really unfortunate because I definitely know that we could have locked in that Conci final. So, I mean, it was a good match from the Cheyenne boys, especially the one that was injured because he was legitimately hurting.
Yeah.
For him to pull through, but man, it was a heartbreaker for our guys. Nevertheless, and I really appreciate this about the EDC, it is a grind. You still have to win quite a bit to get to the final, and so the boys still earned their 6th place spot, their 6th place plaque at the end, which, I mean, they had to still win a couple of matches to get there. So I was proud of them. They stood up there proudly with their 6th place plaques, and in addition to that, of course, they had gotten EDC All-Conference, all 3 boys, Watson, Al, and Gary. And, I know, Al as our number 1 gets so much praise and well-deserved praise. He has been a fantastic captain and leader, and he's just done a very good job at managing the guys and making sure they got their heads about them and are prepared. But I think Garnett is really a kind of our silent supporter. Like, he's never going to boast about himself, and he's not going to be one that's just leading the charge, but he's also the guy that's holding everything up. He's the one that was supporting Al through all the matches, talking him through, coming in clutch during certain points, and really being, you know, he's not one to get too excited or worked up. The kids just went to the haunted house, and as far as the reports come back from all the kids, he was like steady Eddie through the entire thing. And it checks out because that's how he plays tennis. And so watching those two stand up there, holding up their plaques all proud, it was just such a great moment for us, for the Wahpeton Huskies, to see them there and representing all the medals and plaques that they're bringing home. And it was just fantastic. And as the one final cherry on the cake, we get to we had the all-state earners, and for all-state tennis, you have to place. You have to be in the top 5. So first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Well, we're so close, but not
you're
there.
Just there,
So the coaches voted 2 players in that didn't finish in the 1 through 5, and Alex Cummings was one of those seniors. The other was a senior from Fargo South, their number 1, who also ended up falling at the end, but had an amazing season. And I was so grateful to the coaches from the state, because both East and West vote on this, which means that Al had to beat out not just East kids, other seniors, but the West too. He got voted in, and he earned All-State, which I thought was very fitting for all the years of service. Even before his middle school and high school careers. It was just a nice cherry on top.
That's a pretty cool honor for him, and for you, I can see you smiling just talking about him. So, so it's pretty happy there as a coach, and you already talked about some of your seniors now. So let's wrap it up here with the seniors and give them one last recognition.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Coach.
Yeah. Well, we had our banquet, and I did my best. My voice got a little weak on me, but. You know, it's just a pleasure, and I've said it time and again, but I think, you know, talking to other coaches in the EDC in the West, they're like, man, some of these egos we're battling, it's just ridiculous. And he's like, and sometimes it's their parents, and it's just so hard, and and in my head, I'm like, what's that like? I wouldn't know. And it's great. These seniors have fantastic attitudes. They work hard.
Mm-hmm.
I ask them to do something, they do it. You know, I look at like Daxon Carter, who comes from Campbell every single day, spends his gas money on us to come play with us. And he's so humble and he's so steady. I mean, he was one of those guys that we would put him out on the court and like in those team matches and say, he's going to be our clutch guy. He's going to be the one that we know is going to be the key element to our win. And he was. He put it all out there. You watch him work through several shirts, just sweating them out, making sure he got to every ball. And he's deceptive. He's built like a football player, but he moves so gracefully and so well on court that, you know, so many guys underestimated his speed, underestimated his endurance, and man, did he take advantage of that. And I can't even speak about how humble he is and how grateful I am that he chose Wahpeton tennis. I just can't say it enough. I'm going to miss that kid quite a bit. And as I said, Gary, we have a joke because Gary's arms are unusually short for his tall body. If you've watched him play basketball, you might see it. We tease him, we call him T-Rex. And before they went off to state, I had found this in the kids section at Walmart, a T-Rex t-shirt, and bought it and wore it and wrote Gary on my shirt. And now I have a little notebook on my desk with also a little T-Rex on it and has written Gary on it. And so if that doesn't speak of how much his coach appreciates and loves him, I don't know what is, because I try to keep him close. He's just a good dude. I think when he was little, I used to call him a little giraffe because he was so darn tall. He's always been taller than me. And for such a quiet kid and one that kind of likes to keep to himself, man, has he handled my rigor and my absolute push on him to keep working hard and to stay with us. And I really appreciate it because I think he's achieved more than he thought he would. And that's amazing and awesome. And I hope that he can take what he's learned in tennis, not just the physical skills, but the things that helped him be disciplined, helped him learn to make friends, helped him to see competition as not an adversary, but as something to welcome in and appreciate. I hope he takes that with him moving forward. And then, of course, Al. I'm getting down to my last Cummings, and I'm telling you, it's getting me real nervous. It's terrifying to even think about not having a Cummings on my team. I still got Zach. I got to hold on to him for dear life. But, you know, from the time Al was really young, we knew that he was special and that he's just really has a natural ability, really has just an athleticism to him. I would say even Ralph, he just walked onto the basketball team and was able to hang even though that wasn't his first sport. And I just think he's so talented. And at the same respect, I mean, he'll joke around, but at the end of the day, he's very humble. He's very, very aware that being on court is a blessing for him. And that his approachability, the lack of large ego, really made him a fantastic leader and a fantastic kid to work with. I think there were times that he felt Coach Drew and I were pushing him a little too hard, but that's what kind of comes with that talent is that, okay, well, you achieved this one, now we got to get you to achieve this one. And
that's what makes you better.
As he might have thought it, but he never said it. And, you know, he did what he needed to do, both on court and off court. He made sure that he was putting in time. I know he was taking some lessons with Lee Nagel. I know that he went out and played with his brothers. And at the end of the day, we just can't thank him enough for what he's done for the program, for the team. And we've asked all seniors, if you're available next year, you're bored and you need something to do, man, we'll take you back in a heartbeat. Come back and hit with us. Come back and help these younger guys out. And
helps them get better.
I think that we've gotten some commitment out of those guys to be present and stick around and help us continue to make the program strong. So I think that's awesome. Phenomenal. So.
Well, it was a good finish to the season here, Coach, and fifth place finish in the EDC for little old Wahpeton is pretty darn good.
It's good, and I'm proud of it. I'm happy with what we did. I am greedy, so I'm going to continue to push us and hope that we can continue to keep our program strong amongst all these big dogs that we have to play, and hopefully we'll see another few seasons of success moving forward.
All right, B-Dub, anything?
No, well done, Amanda.
Yep.
Thank you.
Nice job. Keep it
Well
going.
done.
Thank you.
All right, Amanda Lundsetter, head coach of the Huskies Boys Tennis Club. They had a good season here, and congratulations to
Thank
you
you.
and the boys.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Amanda Lundsetter, we'll see you next spring
Yeah.
for spring sports.
Spring coming.
All right, we'll be right back with Wade Gilbertson, head coach of the Huskies football squad, and we'll be right back after this message. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Welcome to the City Brew Hall in downtown Wahpeton, your food and entertainment destination. Located in the beautifully restored Old City Hall, it's the perfect place to gather with friends and family. Enjoy craft brews, signature cocktails, handmade pizza, and local favorites. Step into the Brewcade, fun for all ages. Play arcade games, interactive darts, and supercharged shuffleboard. Or try your luck with pull tabs, e-tabs, and blackjack across 2 exciting levels of gaming. Don't forget to join our 5 Stars loyalty program and follow us on social media for the latest specials, events, and live entertainment. The City Brew Hall, your food and entertainment destination.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
What does primary care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for Students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
No matter.
Welcome back to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications, cable channel 28, internet with a human touch. Just make sure you keep the camera on yourself here for a second.
Why?
Because I'm joined now.
Hold on a second.
Oh, wait now.
Hold
Let
on.
me introduce Wade.
Why are you going to do that, though? Because I know
Because
what
I'm
you're
going to
do.
introduce head coach of the
what he's
Huskies
gonna do.
football squad. That's Wade Gilbertson. Gilby, thanks for
Here we
joining
go.
us.
You bet, buddy. Thank you for
And
having me again.
Here we go.
You walked in the door, and after Amanda left, of course, you were kind and just had to greet Brian Watson with a little greeting and talk about a little football in the NFL style there and kind of rub something into him, didn't you?
A little bit.
What did you?
Bit.
What did?
And
what
only
did-
because my son is also a big fan of his team as well. Yeah.
What is wrong with Jack?
Yeah, so, well, it's Brett.
It's Brett.
Oh, Brett.
My oldest son, Brett. Yeah, he helps us
Brett.
coach. He's one of our 8th grade coaches. Helps us out in the varsity
I
a
missed
little
that
bit.
part. I was thinking it was
So,
Jack.
but here's my question: Why are you trying to pile on when we already beat the Vikings?
Because
so
I
why do you
don't-
need to bring it up?
That's Vikings
I'm just
are going
saying.
nowhere.
Exactly.
Makes him feel better because the Packers got a little.
Yeah.
something
You know what he
going on.
does? You know what he does? He wants to pile on with you.
Yeah.
Because the Packers beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
And then he goes home and,
And
he
the
goes
Steelers-
home and he goes home and he counts the
and the
Vikings Super Bowl
Ste-
trophies.
And the Steelers, listen to this now. The Steelers are in a very, very weak AFC North division.
What are you talking about right now?
Well, look at the Bengals or whatever you call them, the Browns.
Yeah.
And
What are you trying to say?
There's just nobody there.
Really?
Nobody's home.
You know why? Because they're too busy looking at their Super Bowl trophies. All 6 of them. You know what they call it, right?
And the Ravens are getting their guy back now.
You know what they call it, right?
So
Yeah, the Ravens
watch
are
out.
getting their guy back.
Watch
So,
out.
okay, so where are we putting our money now? Once the Ravens get Lamar
Sixbird.
Jackson back,
Sixbird.
you're still putting your money on
Sixbird.
Okay.
Okay,
Yo,
you're sure?
I'm positive. I'm not like these Vikings fans. They want a new coach. They want another quarterback. They got 900 quarterbacks. Hey, we need another guy in there.
Did you see who they signed today? Are you kidding me?
A former Steeler. How about that?
Oh,
How about that?
Well, how many Super Bowls did he win?
A former Steeler and a former
but
Eagle.
how many Super Bowls did he win?
He's got a Super Bowl ring.
Who?
Wait, he does not.
He does.
What's his name? John Worrell? What's his name?
I thought they signed Pickett.
No.
It wasn't?
Uh-uh.
Oh, well, then we're talking about two different things then.
He played for
Who?
the Chargers.
Let me do
didn't
it. Who?
Playoffs?
Right.
Yeah, not Minneapolis this year, I don't think.
You play flag football or what?
Stop.
Right.
Good Lord.
A lot
And
of ball left, though. A lot of ball left in the league.
And of course, the Gilbertson family, they're strong Packer fans. Is Jack a Packer fan?
A little bit of Packers, a little bit of Broncos, because we grew up with both.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams.
Yep.
So out in Montana,
But Brett's
we
a
grew up
big
with the
Steeler
Broncos.
fan.
Basically,
The Steelers were
they
ruling
pick
the
a good
roost
one.
back in the day when he was a young kid.
Oh,
when he was
that's
young,
why.
the Steelers were all that.
Yeah.
And they were in the Super Bowl, 2 out of 3 years or something like
Yeah.
that. So he just gravitated towards
Beating up on people.
the aluminum curtain.
Come on now. That was uncalled for.
Sorry.
I gotta remember that one.
uncalled for. That one was
I am
uncalled
going to
for.
remember that one.
That was weak. That was weak.
All right, let's get busy. All right, we're
Right on,
joined
buddy.
now by head coach of the Huskies
Mute
football.
his mic.
Huh?
Mute.
Mute his mic.
Mute his mic. Joined now by the head coach of the Huskies football squad. That's Wade Gilbertson. Gilby, again, thanks for joining
You
us.
bet.
And I do have to say, thanks for being so gracious. Pre-game interviews, post-game interviews with Mike McCall, our own Aaron Andrews. I just appreciate you doing all that. I mean, you got a lot of things on your mind at those times, and I appreciate you doing it.
Right,
It adds so much to our show, so I
You
appreciate
bet.
it. Thank you.
You bet. And I feel like it's a part of my job to make sure and do that because you guys give us so much coverage and do such a good job for us. So it's kind of a give and take kind of thing. So we want to make sure that continues to happen. So
Thank you. I
I'm going to
appreciate
try everything I can do to make it as good an interview as possible.
We're trying something new with Mike this year, and it seems like it's been working out
Yeah.
pretty good. So we appreciate you taking
working.
the time. And
We have a hard time keeping that guy under control.
Yeah.
But he does a good job.
There's times you have to mute his mic.
Yeah,
maybe,
we
right?
do. Yeah, we do. We got to be careful, but he does a good job. So.
And sometimes he forgets to turn it on even, so we don't have to mute him. But that's a whole other story.
I could see that.
But
I could see that.
I was over doing a volleyball game in Breckenridge on Friday night, but I was able to get back to Wahpeton.
Oh, good.
Just in time to see your actual post-game interview in the final few seconds here of the Huskies win over Fargo South, 30-19 victory. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
There's so many questions, but I just want to ask first, the relief, the feelings after that game for your seniors. It was senior night. It was final regular season home game. Final game, for a lot of those guys, 5 guys. We'll talk about them later at the end of the interview here, but just talk about how it felt for you.
Well, it gave us a different look on the season as a whole after you win a game like that.
Yeah.
And it was good for all of our guys, seniors included, to learn how to win a football game.
Yeah.
I had felt like last year we won 6 games, and it felt like at times we forgot how to win. And we definitely learned how to win in a close, hard-fought game on Friday nights. And I felt great for our guys in learning how to win, them finally getting over that hump. And we've had some second half woes. There's been some games we've been in at halftime, and then we come out in the second half, and I don't want to say lay an egg, but it doesn't quite go as planned. And I feel like we've got good half times, and we've made good adjustments. Other teams have just been able to lean on us at times, bigger, stronger, more kids, more depth. So I was really proud of the way that the guys responded in the second half, especially after giving up a score. After giving up the football, then giving up a score, we easily could have hung our heads, and we easily could have said, boy, here we go again with that second half stuff. And we responded and scored in the third quarter and the fourth quarter in this football game. And so, there's a lot of things to talk about, dynamics, logistics-wise. But as far as the feeling that I had for our team is, I told them after the game, I don't know if I've been as proud of a football team. I mean, probably equally proud, but maybe not more proud of a football team. 0-8, making sure that we're practicing with intention when we're 0-8, or even if we're 0-7, going to play Kindred. We're 0-8 going to play Fargo South, and then come out on top with a big win at home for the 5 seniors that play, the 7 seniors overall. Couldn't be more proud of our guys for the effort that they gave. Everybody on the sideline, everybody that played. Some guys didn't even step off the field even one time.
Oh, man.
And couldn't be more proud of the guys. And they were happy too. And after a couple of minutes of me talking, I knew it was time to shut it down. It started to kind of punch them in the face a little bit. It hit them that this is it. And that was it. They were done. And some of those guys, they know how it is in football, that there's a few of those seniors that will never, ever put the pads on again and play in a competitive game.
Right.
Football's just that way. And it hit them. You could start to see a couple of watery eyes start up, and even mine did a little bit. Mine did too.
Absolutely.
And I finally ended it and just said, you know what, I need to get my arms around these seniors one last time. And we called the kids in, and they were, it was one of those things that they will never forget. Even though they were going into that game 0-8 and they finished 1-8, this is one of those things. That win on Friday night is something that they will think about when they think about this season before anything else.
So many questions about that. At the end, I think Mike even made mention in the post-game show with us. Those guys, I want to ask you about spoiler too. Don't let me forget to ask you about that, playing a spoiler role.
Okay.
But those guys didn't, they walked back to the locker room, but came back out to experience that one last time.
And one of the things that I found maybe comforting is the word, enjoyable is the word. After we had huddled up and we had given our hugs and whatnot, to me as a coach, I got to get my arms around every one of those seniors one last time. We stuck around as a team and didn't immediately rush to the locker room. We didn't immediately rush to the other people that were outside the stadium, and we together as a team kind of said our goodbyes right there on the home turf, and that made me feel good. That our guys didn't just run over and run away from each other. They stayed with each other, and we had upperclassmen talking with underclassmen. We had upperclassmen giving hugs to underclassmen. We had the seniors giving hugs to all the coaches saying their goodbyes and whatnot to all the other underclassmen. And yeah, it was enjoyable. It was fun to watch that response out of our football team.
It was fun for me as a fan and a broadcaster, and I think BW can probably mention the same thing too, because we talked about it in our post-game show about, okay, they went through the tunnel or whatever you call that thing with the students.
Sure.
But they came right back out.
Yeah.
And we mentioned that, BW.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about it sometimes, like, you, as a team, in a team sport, you don't get to finish with a win very often. I mean, you do when if you're really good at the top, you win a state tournament, a state championship, yeah, you finish with the win, but there are very few teams who get to finish with the win. And to be able to end your career with a win, that's, like you said, they're not going to remember all those 7 games before that or whatever.
No.
They're going to talk about that last game that they played and the game that they won. And, you know, for some of those other kids, I think it does. It shows them, hey, this is what it's about. Let's kind of, you know, bottle this up and see if we can open it again next season and pick up where we left off.
Yeah, it's a great momentum boost heading into the off season. And you're right, there's not many teams that get to say that their last play of the season was victory formation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, all right, so you knew coming into this thing that you could play spoiler. If Fargo South wins and Central beats Red River, South was in the playoffs.
Yeah, Fargo South had a shot. Yep.
And did you talk about that at all ahead of the game, or did you realize it, or
no, we realized
it was just off the board?
We realized it as a staff, but we went about our business and told our guys we're going to take care of what we need to take care of, and told our guys before the game that we're just going to be where our feet are at.
Okay.
We want to play every single play to try to go 1-0.
Yep.
And if we don't go 1-0 on that play, we got to dust ourselves off and we got to try to go 1-0 on the next play.
Yeah.
And just be where your feet are at. Who cares about yesterday? We're not thinking about tomorrow. We're just right here, right now, trying to get a W.
Yep.
We really didn't think about playing spoiler. We wanted to give our best effort and a perfect effort. And we encouraged all of our guys to do that for the seniors. And I thought that all of our seniors, gave a perfect effort on Friday night to get us that win and send us into the off season with a lot of momentum built up, and to make those seniors feel good about the number of things that they've done for our program, not just in a 1-8 season, but in the previous seasons that they've played in as well.
Yeah, it was a special moment for sure for them.
It was fun.
Jack had a great game.
Played all right,
Yeah. As his son, it's hard to talk about him, I'm sure, but I think BW said, and again, I have not rewatched it yet. I will, but BW said he had a hand in 3 touchdowns, I believe.
I thought it was 5 actually.
Was it?
Throwing and running.
Throwing and
running.
Yeah, I think he threw 3 and ran 2, I believe, if I remember right.
And so
I could have it flipped too. But.
He played good, but not without a surrounding cast.
Absolutely.
The
Braden
line.
Steffens had a good.
Yeah, Braden Steffens he had limited catches, but every single catch he had, an enormous catch. Every catch he had.
Yeah, the
it's not like
catch was pretty good.
we're not dinking and dunking to Braden down the field.
Yeah.
We're taking our shots to probably the best athlete on the field.
Yeah.
And you throw the ball up to him, you got a shot with him coming down with it.
Yeah.
And every catch that he made was a huge catch, and he got another touchdown catch the other night. Finishes with 9 touchdowns on the season. Great effort by him. And he had a pick as well. Had another interception.
That's right.
Defensively, had 4 total interceptions. We can talk about that a little bit later too. But Braden Steffens just balled out all night, even though he only had 3 catches. And we had to make a little bit of an adjustment now because we were starting to find our rhythm with him against what they thought was their best D-back, and they finally decided in the second half, if you notice, that they were going to bracket the coverage, and they constantly put a guy over the top of Braden.
They put one over the top. You weren't at the game. We talked about that on the broadcast.
Yeah, and It takes Braden away. It does when you've got double coverage on him, or at least you got a bracketed guy over the top of him. They're daring you they're daring you to throw it to him.
But
so the run game
also
kind of had to take over.
You also got pretty good. You got a good game out of those other two guys too, Bonches and Kumo.
And Bonch has come a long way. I mean, somebody that really didn't start. He didn't start as a starter to start the season. But then slowly started to progress and kind of evolved into a really darn good receiver, and he has for the last couple of years. And he and Jack during practice during the week were able to get down that back shoulder fade, and with Bonch's long levers, some long levers I call them. He's able to make some catches when we throw that back shoulder fade, and he had a big night. He also had a pick. Cooper Kumo had, I think it was 3 catches and a touchdown catch as well. Made a heck of a tough catch with Jack rolling to his left on a boot, and Jack kind of slung it, running the wrong way, away from his throw side. And Coop makes a great catch on a bullet of a pass. And he had a pick as well. So Bonch and Coop and Steffens all had picks, and they all had big catches offensively as well. And not to mention the guys up front, because we ran for just north of 200 yards on Friday night. And we were able to win the possession time battle, which was one of my goals before the game for Mike McCall, is we absolutely have got to sustain drives. We've got to hold the ball longer than them. And that was one of the accomplishments that I was really proud of. Is those guys up front aren't going to get their name in the paper. They're not going to. They don't have the stats.
Just go ahead and read them off right now, just off the top of your head. Go ahead.
Well, we have a scheme that is a little bit more gap scheme this year, and we also have a little bit of a zone scheme that kind of goes into that as well. And so we expect them to know a lot. And our sophomore center, Isaac Anderson, also has got to make pass protection calls at the line of scrimmage as well. And our offensive line coach, Hunter McCall, tries to make it as easy on him as possible by going through those scenarios during the week. Okay, what are you going to call if this happens? What are you going to call if that happens on pass protection now? And so he's got that on his mind, having to call the pass pro while also making sure that he's got things all sewn up in the gap scheme or in the zone scheme. Hunter Belke is a 3-year starter now. Guy that came out for football a sophomore year and didn't know, and I hate to say this about him, but he would probably agree now, didn't know anything. And we asked him if he wanted to play offensive line, and he literally gave the perfect textbook answer that a coach wants to hear. I'll do whatever you want me to do, coach. And so we stuck him at left guard, and he has literally been a mainstay at left guard since the day he entered into our program. And he's gotten better and better and better every single year. Right next to him then is his good friend Luke Anderson at our left tackle. And what can you say about Luke?
What can you say about
the guy is a people mover. I don't know if you saw, you remember the play where Jack ran it in. We ran a super counter where we've got 2 pulling linemen, and then we've got a running back leading up the hole as well. So we got one guy kicking out and 2 lead blockers with Jack following them. And it was one of the best pancake blocks I've seen all season. Luke just laid a kid out, and Jack could have crawled into the end zone. And on the other side of things, we've got some younger guys as well, and some guys that have switched positions. I mean, Rylan Flack now has to go from competing at quarterback, competing at tight end, and now become the right guard. And can't say enough about the job that Rylan Flack did. I mean, to me, and we'll talk about him at our end of the season banquet as well, but to have to take off the number 12 after competing at quarterback and to put on a lineman number, that's hard for some guys.
What do you need me to do, Coach?
And it's the same thing that Hunter said. We pulled him in, had a meeting with him, Hunter and I think there was another coach in there as well. And that was the response we were looking for, because we're trying to gauge his response when we say, hey, you know what, injuries are starting to stack up. We might need to move you to right guard. And that was the response. He's like, I'll do it. Let's go. And he knew that he was going to play almost every single down offensively and defensively, because he also starts at linebacker for us. Another guy that had a pick the other night, Rylan Flack. So that's a total of 4 now. And so he did a great job. as our right guard, going to that position, never having played it before. And to the other guys' credit out there too, now the offensive line is like a family, a little bit more so than any other type of team. It's like a family inside of a family. Those guys go over there, they have their own territory, they have their own language. I like to tease them that they have their own sovereignty and nobody likes to come into their area. And those guys, those other offensive linemen like Luke and Landon Ralph, they welcomed him into the family immediately. And they helped him to try to kind of overcome some of the things that he was going to have to learn. And then to kind of bookend it, out on the right side is Elijah Roberson, just a sophomore. So him and Isaac, just being sophomores, went through some growing pains this year, but man, did they get better. And man, were they good offensive linemen. The sky's the limit for these two guys. Those two guys are going to be moving people all over the football field in the next 2 seasons. Elijah got better every single day. Every day he did, and all of them, all 5 of them. And it's not to mention, too, the guys that play on the scout team. The guys that play offensive line on the JV team. I mean, Parker Van Overbeck is a freshman, and Parker Van Overbeck got thrown into a game when Hunter Belke had an equipment issue, and he had to come off the field, and we throw Parker Van Overbeck into the fire. Of course, he comes out on the very next play, but still he was ready to go. He was going. And so, it's not just the 5 starters as well. It's that whole family of lots of offensive linemen that kind of make that ground game go.
Absolutely. So congratulations to them. We had to give them a little love, too. So,
you bet.
And you got Brushert at tight end, and,
You got Larry Brushert, I mean, a guy that when he was a freshman, I would never have guessed. I wouldn't. And hopefully he doesn't take offense to that. I would have said, I don't know what we're going to get out of this kid. And now he is going on a 2-year leader in tackles. I mean, the kid is a tackling machine. He's a linebacker machine. And he makes all of our adjustments on the defensive side. Coach Peterson, our defensive coordinator, gives him that freedom, very much like we give freedom to our quarterback on the offensive side. And he's making all kinds of checks and adjustments. He probably knows the defense inside and out, and he knows everybody's position, and he knows what everybody's job is. And then besides that, the tight end position and the job that he did this year, playing tight end in our offense, not an easy position. Not easy. You got to know what the receivers do. You got to know the route tree. You got to know the concepts. You got to know how to down block. You got to know how to zone block. You got to know how to kick out. This guy's got to know everything in the playbook. And so besides quarterback being the toughest position, our next toughest position to me is that tight end position in our offense.
Wow.
And he played it magnificently, I thought, this year.
That's awesome. Anything else you want to say about the game before we get on to the seniors? Anything else there, B-Dub? You got something you want to ask?
No, I mean, I just think it's kind of cool that, all these things that you say about your team is what makes a good team, regardless of what the record is, right? It just makes it a good team that's enjoyable to coach, because you have guys that are willing to do anything. You have kids who, we didn't think we were going to get that out of that kid, and then you get this out of that kid. It just, I don't know, it's just good to hear. And you're young, so there's some future there.
A little bit,
So I just hope it continues to go well. You got to have some rough times in order to grow and get better, and it just makes some of those kids tougher. And I think there's some good stuff ahead for these kids that are still around, because they're getting all this stuff at a young age. It's just good to hear. Like it just seems like there's such a good team base there, and there's no it's that kid or nothing or whatever. It just, from the sounds of it just sounds like a good team atmosphere, and one that's just going to get better.
Yeah, and our guys, most of our guys showed up every day to put in the work, to make the sacrifice, and I can't thank them enough for the sacrifice they made, especially these seniors. I mean, and that's what you hit it on the head, I think, too, Brian, was one of the more enjoyable things. Everybody wants to obviously coach the superstar, right? Somebody that is just a next level performer.
Yeah.
But sometimes some of the more enjoyable things are looking back at a kid when he's a freshman and wondering what you're going to get out of him. And then they form a relationship with their position coaches in football. They form a relationship with me possibly in football. We're coaching them up, and you see them grow both mentally and physically, and then you think, boy, never thought we'd get that out of them, and that's a credit to them and to my assistant coaches as well. They form great relationships with each other, And some of these kids, they work their tails off in the weight room to try to get to where they're at. They put their nose into the playbook. Can't say enough good things about that. That's just one of the best feelings, is getting some mileage out of guys that you just didn't quite know you were going to get mileage out of. And again, everybody wants to coach a superstar. Of course they do.
Yep.
Everybody wants a team full of superstars. But to me, that's one of the most enjoyable parts of doing what we do as coaches.
Well, one of the things as we go in to talk about the seniors here, Coach, and you talked about the offensive line, which I wanted you to do too, because obviously as broadcasters, we're always looking at the ball carriers and the receivers and stuff like that. But one of the seniors that I want you to talk about too that you missed on the offensive line this year was Landon Ralph.
Yeah.
Talk about him a little bit.
Well, Landon made it about 3 practices, and I felt it was one of those situations where when you hear the news, because we didn't quite know what was going on with his knee. He was rehabbing it, trying to get back. They did find out that there was a tear there. He then said, "I don't care. I'm still going to try to rehab it and try to get back. I want to continue to play." His entire family was okay with that, and then at one point he kind of took a step back in his rehabilitation to try to get ready to play, and they made the right decision, I thought, for his future, and decided that they were going to move forward with the surgery. So he made it about 3 days. And the injury is what it is. There's a lot of different talking points that we can go through with that injury, but it is what it is. But missing Landon on the football field this year was, there was an enormous void. An enormous void. Yep. There were guys that were forced into action because of that a little bit early, maybe a year early, maybe half a year early. To Landon's credit, though, and I mean, that's enough of that. He probably doesn't want to hear about that anymore, right? You know what I mean?
But just his attitude and his on-field presence.
To Landon's credit, and to our offensive line and the offensive line coach, to all their credit, this guy was a part of the family and never left the family. And he's out there. We have a drill we call, it's just a very simple drill called inside run, where we line up a run box, a heavy run box, and we try to run against it. And he's out there coaching guys up. So I literally had 2 offensive line coaches this year. You had Hunter McCall watching one side of the line. You had Landon Ralph watching the other side. And Elijah Roberson, he kind of took under his wing. He helped Rylan Flack a little bit. And so I'd be calling a play in the huddle during an inside run, and I'd hear Landon talking in somebody's ear about how to do this better, how to do that better. So, man, this guy's a future college football player, and not kidding you, he's probably going to be a future coach. This kid's going to be calling plays one day. So can't say enough good things about Landon and his attitude and his ability to get over the injury and to help us out as a football team, to help out his brother seniors as well this season. Yeah,
Talk about the other seniors a little bit.
Evan Doctor, the same thing.
Evan Doctor's another
one. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, too.
Linebacker you missed.
Yeah, linebacker would have been in the mix for our starting running back position, maybe even the starting starting halfback position. A guy that when he played for us for the 3 seasons that he actually dressed out, gave 100% effort, I swear to you, on every play. I know it's kind of cliche to say that, but it was the kind of kid where you had to put a collar and a leash on him, and you would much rather have it that way than the other way around. Right. And so we were constantly putting the leash on him, which is a great thing. Fun to coach a kid like that. He gave it everything that he had, and it was another one of those situations that when you find out, you feel more for the individual than you do for the football team. I mean, football is completely thrown out the window at that point. Then, and you worry about the young man, and you worry about getting over the injury, stuff like that, because somebody that young doesn't need to go through something like that. You know what I mean? I hate it every time something like that happens. It just makes me sick. Whether it doesn't matter what sport it is, when their career is cut short, just get that sick feeling in your stomach. And unfortunately, we had 2 of those this season, and 2 guys that would have played a huge role in our team. But to their credit, man, they showed up every single day like the rest of the seniors did, and we gave them little jobs here and there, and they did them to their best of their ability. So. Yeah.
A couple of great seniors that you're going to miss.
Yeah, good kids.
Talk about the other 5.
Yeah, and one guy I didn't talk about, because I talked about Luke, talked about Hunter, talked about Braden.
Yeah.
And then we had the other 2. Now we got to talk about Michael Peterson.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Mike, and we talked about Larry, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want me to go back and talk about those guys.
Yeah.
And we can. We most certainly can. It's a great group of guys. I mean, a group of guys that there was more of them, obviously, when they were freshmen or when they were 8th graders or 7th graders. And then as time rolls on, you get dwindled down to about 7 of them, and 5 of them are dressing. Yep. And these 7 guys were like brothers. Every single one of them is good friends with each other, and every single one of them cares for each other, and they care, I think, about our football team. And I love those guys. Just great dudes, great students, great people, and great football players. Michael Peterson, gotta give some love to Mike. Mike almost had his 100-yard game the other night on Friday night. He is such a good complement in our running game. Now that we have a little bit of quarterback run game, we got a little bit of running back run game, we can throw it a little bit. What a compliment this kid is. And at one point, I think maybe I've mentioned this to you, that we want to try to get him the ball. I mentioned to him in practice, I says, hey, it's your time to shine, and this ball's going to you. Do you want the ball right now? And he says, hey, I'll do whatever you want me to, Coach. Another one of those kids is like, I'll do whatever. I will lead block. I will run out on a pass route. I will take the football, whatever you want me to do. And showed up every single day in the weight room, showed up every single day at practice with one thing in mind, and that was to make himself better, and to make our team better. Michael Peterson definitely went to the edge for us this year, I thought. And what I mean by that is, when you put forth that 100% effort on every single rep in practice or every single play in a game, you give the other people beneath you permission to do the same. If he's a senior leader and he doesn't do that on every single play, he gives those kids permission to take plays off.
Slack.
Yeah, because everybody's going to see that. Michael Peterson this year, more than anybody on our team, I thought, went to the edge every day. And he went out on that branch, and he made that branch creak a little bit. And I tell you what, he gave all of our other guys on our team permission to do the same thing. And I thank him for that, and I thank all of our seniors for that. Absolutely. So, and Mike missed the lead in tackles by like a tackle and a half.
Oh boy!
And he played 2 different positions this year. He had to play a safety position. He had to play a linebacker position, and he never complained about it one bit. And he just went out and just made plays for us all season long, and was on every single special team. Hardly ever came off the field.
Hockey mentality.
Right.
And I mean that in a good way. I mean, he's hard-nosed, let's give her hell, and let's get it done.
Yeah, I mean, somebody out there is going to hire him one day for a position, and they're going to be thankful that they did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to go at it every single day with everything he's got. Love them all.
Yep, absolutely. All right, B-Dub, I think it's about time to let Coach Gilby go. You got anything there you want to throw at him?
I hope I gave all the seniors, I don't know if I did or not,
I think you
all
did.
of them. Again,
Thank
to
you.
my coaching staff as well, to the whole football family, parents out there too. I know parents, it's a big deal for them too, to be washing uniforms and to make lunches and to make dinners for our kids on road trips and stuff. It takes a village, as they say. And I couldn't be more thankful to the Husky football family for all their support this year. And hopefully we can come out next year and we win a few more football games.
I'm sure you will.
It'll be exciting. I think it'll be exciting.
I do too.
So nice job, Wade.
All right, nice job, Gilby. And I tell you what, I am seriously, as a heart attack, going to get me a whiteboard and we're going to talk pass protections.
You want me to
Because
drop
I want to know what
play on the?
I want to know what he's saying as the center. What's he yelling out to?
You're not going to remember anyway.
Well, we got to go Larry, Roger. Larry left, Roger right.
Why are you going to do that
Okay.
right now?
Why do you do that?
Well, because we need to know where to set the pass coverage to, because we need to know where the pressure's coming
Larry,
from.
Roger, I get left, right.
So
okay.
if pressure's coming from the left, we
How
got.
do you know that?
Well, the offensive linemen are trained to know where it's coming from, and if there's no pressure, if they don't see a linebacker walking up to the left or a linebacker walking up to the middle left, then they know that they're going to call it to the strong side of the defense. Like if there's a 3 technique set to the left, we absolutely got to call it.
His
to the left.
brain is blowing up right now. It is just blowing up. So
we put that on our offensive linemen, and boy, our coaches do a good
So
job
do
of
the
teaching it
offensive
up.
linemen, other than your center, do they say stuff back?
Yeah. Sometimes. For instance,
So like, you're freaking nuts. They're not Larry.
we don't leave it
No,
up
I
to the
don't know.
quarterback. We don't leave it up to the quarterback.
No.
You know, you watch on Sunday Night Football, you're going to see Aaron Rodgers setting that
Yeah.
protection and then calling audibles, not the
Well,
offensive
yeah,
line, but the offensive linemen do it in conjunction with him. Yeah. For us, it's totally on the offensive lineman because our quarterback's got enough to think about. So, yeah, they do a good job of
So when
setting it
Peyton
where it needs to
Manning's
set.
yelling Omaha, does that mean anything?
To him,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does.
And we have an Omaha call, and to us, I don't think anybody's watching, but
no.
I mean, not any other opposing teams. I mean, that's what I mean. Other opposing teams are watching.
Thanks.
Oh, to us, Omaha just means opposite. Just the O. Yeah,
that's what the O means.
That's to me it does. I
So
don't
if
know
you're
what it
looking
means.
for Larry,
So
now we're
totally
going-
different to somebody else.
But when we go Larry,
So if you're running a dive
Roger.
left and you say Omaha, and all of a sudden it's a dive right?
Correct.
See how sneaky that is?
Correct.
Look at me go.
And usually we try to set it, and it's only this year and even last year I think it was only one play. It was a trap play that we did it on, and we wanted to set the trap to a certain defensive lineman technique. And if we called the play away from that technique, then our quarterback had to switch it at the line of scrimmage to that technique.
I mean,
and yeah. So getting back to your point, it was kind of funny that Isaac's our starting center.
Yes.
And he's a sophomore, and he's got to give out the Larry Roger call for pass protection. And Luke, his brother, who's been starting for 3 years as well, there's a call one time early in the season where he makes out the call, and I want to say it was Roger to the right, and Luke immediately blows up as he's in his stance, and he's waiting for the ball to be snapped by the quarterback. He says, no, just yells out, no. It's got to be Larry, and then the ball is snapped, and yeah, it was a little bit comical. So they do
That's
talk back
funny.
and forth a little bit.
So are the other teams doing that too in high school now?
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
you hear Larry Roger, do they use
Especially
something
against
different?
the team that's going to show pressure, a team that likes to bring it, whether it's on a passing down or not. You've got to be able to set.
Do they
that.
ever use girls' names like Lucy and Roxanne or anything?
Oh, sure, they'll use anything, whatever. I mean, whatever you can call out that's short and quick, and everybody knows what it is. Yeah.
Stop trying to make stuff up. Stop trying to make
Just
it up.
helping.
No,
I'm
you're not
helping
helping.
you.
You're not helping.
Maybe next year now
You're
everybody
not
knows Larry
helping.
Roger.
Yeah,
So now next
unfortunately,
year it's
everybody's going to
be-
know.
Now he's got to change everything because of that.
We
come on
aren't going to change anything. We're just going to do what we do. You're right, though. Somebody out there is going to watch and know what we're doing.
But that tells you, though, about how much is going on within the course of the game.
It is.
There's more than now. Somebody's gonna chime in here, but there's more than toss right and toss left that's going on. There's a lot.
Hope Mike's not watching.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on within the line and within the quarterback and within the defense on the other side too.
Yeah.
Right. It's a science. It really is, and it's a chess game. It is.
It can be, absolutely.
See, I wanna
that's the fun
understand.
part. That's the fun part of coaching, though, is being able to get his guys to recognize what's going on the field.
See,
that's the fun part. To know that I've done everything to prepare my team, no matter what they call or what they do. I prepared them to counter whatever they do.
I know I'm
nothing
dragging
better
out
than
the
that.
show, but I want to know. I want to understand. I don't understand zone blocking. I don't understand it. Someday I will.
We don't have enough show for that.
Well, you're
I know,
blocking
that's
an
what I'm saying.
area. You're blocking a gap instead of blocking a man.
You're not blocking
an
a
area.
guy. You're going over
So
there.
if we go
Okay,
zone
since
left.
when? All right. So the other question would be, when did they start going with A, B, C, whatever gaps?
Well, defensively, it's a little bit more of an A gap, B gap, C gap, D gap. Offensively, we want to know if it's a shade nose, which means is it
Stop it.
Seriously.
is it a
Stop
two
it.
technique, a
Stop
2-eye
it.
technique, a 3
Stop it.
technique? We want to know where they're shaded.
You're gonna hurt them.
On our
You're
line.
gonna hurt them.
So
You're gonna hurt them.
yeah, that's a little bit more of an offensive.
I
thing.
swear to God,
You're gonna
next
hurt
year.
'em.
And Carson said I could do the same thing.
You're
I
gonna
swear
hurt
to
'em.
God, I'm going to go sit in the film room with them someday.
You might have to.
I'm going to.
But you're gonna be more confused after that, though.
Uh-oh. Wade Gilbertson, thanks a lot for joining us. And before I forget, grab some Gate City cookies out there.
Yeah, take some cookies.
Gate
a
City
pen.
was kind
I got a
enough to
big
bring
sweatshirt now. I
There
can probably
we
fit a
go.
lot of them.
Yeah, go ahead. Either that or Yards is going to take them. Great. Gate City, thanks a lot for bringing some cookies here for the coaches to share, and appreciate the whole season, man.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
coverage. And again, thanks to the Husky football family. Thanks, you guys.
Never a doubt. All right, we'll be right back. We'll talk a little bit about the volleyball game that we saw Friday night, and we'll talk a little bit about Cowboy football too, because we got to cover that tomorrow, or Friday, excuse me. So we'll be right back, and we'll close this up with our game of the week, or our game of the week, our play of the week coming up next. We'll be right back. I'll get it out.
There you go.
There's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fast turnaround, cute designs, and so many options.
It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wapaton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with Health Pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications and Cable Channel 28. I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson, and in the green room, we only have Yards tonight. Yards is there alone.
Chad's watching, though. I do know that.
I do know that.
Yeah, and I know our McCall's watching too. That's why I've made a comment on
about
purpose.
The toss, right?
Yeah, I made that on purpose because I knew he was watching. So
funny.
Yeah.
He'll be with us on Friday, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
He'll be there.
Yep, he'll be with us. Before I go on anymore, we want to talk about Husky volleyball, cowgirl volleyball and cowboy football. But first, I want to thank all of our sponsors, including Gate City Bank here. They brought us some pretty cool cookies. Yards hasn't eaten them all yet, Chad, so you might get one or two if we can save them for you.
That was very nice.
Huh?
That was very nice of them to do that.
It was very
Darcy
nice.
to do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's not the only one, but of Gate City Bank to do that.
Yeah, so they brought us, and they made us out a nice card with some nice things to say.
Nice.
And
yeah, we really appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. So thank you, Gate City Bank, for doing that. They're not a regular sponsor, but they just got a few plugs here for cookies. So
they deserve it.
Anytime they bring us food, I guess we'll plug them.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we could talk about a sponsorship.
Wapaton Deli and Dean, anytime you want to bring us food, hey.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah. I was just there the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to thank all of our other sponsors, Brian, being this is our final fall show. Again, folks, and you've heard me say it a million times if you've heard me say it once, without these folks, we couldn't be doing this stuff for you and have this nice studio here to be able to bring a coach's show to you. And we want to say thanks to all of our sponsors. And just give me 60 seconds here, folks, and I'm going to read through them real quick. We want to thank Yield Advantage, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Tyler Farm Supply, OSPTI, Farmers Union Insurance, Scoreboard sponsor Kyle DeVries, Studio 22 Design, Shout Out Line, our timeout sponsor is Carlson Family Insurance, Red Zone sponsor Amanda Frederick, State Farm Insurance. Our post games are always brought to you by First Community Credit Union, and our play of the week, which we'll have here in a little bit, brought to you by Comdell Innovation. Optimum Rehab and Dr. Tony bringing you our player of the game, our new feature that we've got this year.
That's been fun to do.
Yeah, it has,
Yeah.
and we've gotten a lot of positive comments. So we want to thank Distinction too for helping design those and get those completed for us. So Distinction Custom Lasering, Giant Seeds and Snacks, our Coaches Show sponsor, Essentia Health. Smith Motors of Wapaton, Wapaton Daily News, and with that said, we want to say thanks or get well soon to Tara, Wapaton Daily News, Superior Builders, Brian and the crew over there, Channel Seeds and Matt Bone, Gripper Sports. We got to say thanks to Tyler and Wayne over on Dakota Avenue. Tyler and Wayne, they've got all your favorite team sports apparel, and they make some pretty cool signs. We got a nice big old billboard sign we got now from them. About 4x8.
Well, that's
about 4x8.
That might be a little bit my fault, though. I think from.
Well, it's nice and big.
Well, I won't take all the blame for it because Tyler has to take a little bit of blame for it. So
okay. I'm sure he'll own
but
it today.
we're gonna use that on Friday though.
Oh yeah, we'll use it at the Dome.
It's gonna be
4x8.
Yeah, we might leave it there.
Gripper Sports. Leave it there. I'm sure they'd let us do that.
Well, I mean, hey, sneak it in there.
Bell Bank, Minn-Kota Ag Products, All Seasons Car Wash, Country Financial, Wapaton, Casey Formanak, Red River Grain, Carson Yagi and the crew over there. Thank you guys very much. City Brew Hall and Brewcade, We mentioned Red River Communications, Sanford Health, Red River Valley Western Railroad, Wahpeton Deli. We mentioned Dean already. Corner Drug right down the street here, your prescription specialists, and of course, Comfy Vibes Co. And Erica Rizak has got some pretty cool stuff too as well.
Did you get them all?
I did, I think.
Yeah, and that might change a little bit here in the winter.
Yeah, we got a couple more that are very interested here that
Yep.
we might add to the list. So.
So if people are watching, they want to
Yeah.
they want to sponsor us or they want to get their business promoted. We'd be happy to do that.
Yep. Okay, so let's talk about Husky volleyball. They've got one regular season game left, I believe.
They play on Tuesday,
the 4th.
The 4th, yeah.
Yep. And then they start
And
their
then,
tournament.
and then the following week will be Region 1 tournament.
Yep.
Yep.
So they've still got some volleyball to go. Coach James could not make it tonight. She was unavailable. She at first said she was, and then she remembered she had something else.
Family
planned.
stuff gets in the way, so
I guess it does.
Yep, that's what happens.
And then we got to give a shout out to the Cowgirl volleyball squad. I had their game on Friday. That's why I was unable to be at the South game, but they took a tough one on the chin against West Central area.
Yeah,
volleyball.
they ran into a hot team. I mean, that's just tough. You know, you put yourself in a position to play at home, and then you run into a team that's running pretty hot. And that's kind of what happens.
That's what happened. And I did ask Coach Kruger to be with us this evening. She, unfortunately, due to family commitments, also could not be with us tonight. So Coach Kruger and all the girls there, it was fun season to call and fun season to watch in 2025 for Cowgirl volleyball, and I'm sure they'll be back and as strong as ever next year.
The program's in a pretty good place.
Yep.
I think they've got some talent over there, and she runs a good program. So it's getting they kind of reload. Let's just put it that way.
There you go.
Okay, they do. They kind of reload, and I think there's always an expectation of what needs to be done. So there's no question of the next group that's coming in. Well, what do we need to do? Well, they kind of know what they need to do, but it's difficult to win a state championship or even advance to the state championship. It's difficult to do, and it takes everything to line up and be in place. So. Like I said, they reload over there.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And speaking of in a good place right now, the Cowboy football squad.
Pretty good right now. Pretty good. They're rolling right now.
We'll have their game Friday at 12:30.
Friday 12:30
on Three Borders Sports Network. Now, bear with us, folks. That might be off a little bit,
maybe
because
depending.
of the there's a game ahead of it.
They're the second game. That's the good part is that they're the second game.
Yeah.
So unless that game goes into overtime or something like that, it should be right around that 12:30.
So we're hoping our pregame show, Mike McCall will be down on the sideline again.
We'll have him running around the dome.
Yep. No scooter cam?
No, we're not having. Don't even bring that up now. We're not.
Well, he already hashtagged
no,
it.
We're not. He can hashtag it all he wants. There's no. There's too much liability involved. He might run into somebody. We got to get insurance on that thing. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. You seen that guy drive?
No.
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right. I mean, yeah.
So scooter cam, no?
I'm going to say probably not.
Well, Brian Geffrey's going to sponsor it.
I know, but then we're going to need like Geico or something. I mean, we're going to need that lizard.
All right, let's need the
just
lizard.
saying. You're going to need
All right,
some.
let's get back to the football game. We're going to try to have the pregame on about 12:05-ish, somewhere in there. We're subject to whatever the Fargo Dome does, so bear with us, folks. We're all set up. We're reserved. We're good to go. We'll be there. We know that somebody else will be there as well, but we're going to do
There's
our
going to be a
best.
lot of people. That game's going to be streamed like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's always like we've done this game before a couple
Yep.
times, and it's kind of cool because there's a lot of cameras. Let's just put it that way.
We will have the camera upstairs with us. We'll have 2 cameras. In the
We
end
will
zone, I think.
probably be
In the
one of the
corners.
only broadcasters of that game that'll be multicam.
I would
be
I would
honest.
agree with you. So,
Even the big boys won't be multicam.
I don't think they will.
I don't think so.
I don't think they will. So we're looking forward to that. They're taking on Parker's Prairie. Could be it might be a tough game.
Two very high-powered offenses. Parkers Prairie put up plus 50 in their last game.
Yeah.
Didn't give up a point.
Nope.
And Breckenridge put up 48 or whatever.
35.
No, 35. Sorry, 35 in the last game, 48 in the other game.
Yep.
But in the last game also didn't give up a point. And these two teams met earlier in the season, and it was a relatively, compared to all the other games with these two teams, a close game with 21-12 or something like that.
21-12. Yeah.
21-12.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a pretty good football game.
I think it will.
I really do.
For a section championship, it should be.
I think so.
For the right
I
to
mean,
go to the
it's
state
the right
tournament.
two teams. They're in the top whatever in the QRF in the state. They're 1-2 in the section. It should be a pretty good football game. We hope.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be one-sided.
That's on Halloween. What are you going to wear?
I come in costume every day. So I mean, what do you mean?
You're not going to wear a cowboy hat?
No, I'm not going to wear a cowboy hat. No. Maybe I'll dress as a NFL Super Bowl champion.
Stop.
How about that?
Come on.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll dress as an NFL Super Bowl champion because I can do that.
6 times.
Exactly.
Good for you.
You can't do that.
What's Yards going to dress up as?
I don't know, Yards. What are you going to dress up as?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
No, he's wearing that goofy hat right now.
Oh, shut up.
All right. Let's just wrap this up. Hey, we got a Comdale Innovation Play of the Week.
We do have one.
I think it's a pretty cool play myself.
I think so too. We had to go back. We actually went back a game in order to include this one. But once it happened, I'm like, it's going to be it. So I already had it dialed in. So I've been, and we didn't have a coach's show, so it fits into this coach's show too as well. So.
All right, there you go.
Are we going to it right now?
Yep, let's wrap it up. It's 9 o'clock.
Got to give me more room than that. I mean,
well, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to wrap it up.
All right, let's.
For everybody at Three Borders Sports Network, Chad's at home, and we want to thank all of our fall coaches for attending our coaches show on a Wednesday evening, taking time out of their busy schedules on a Wednesday evening. We want to thank all of our coaches. And as I read through all of our sponsors, I mean that with sincerity. Please tell them thank you, because without them, we couldn't be doing this. And for my grumpier old man partner.
Oh, my goodness.
Aren't you?
She'll be happy that you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
We had a comment from a fan that said we like the grumpy old man.
She'll be happy about that.
But anyway, for my partner, Brian Watson, Camden Yards, also Chad Affield, Mike McCall. Everybody.
It's like we have a huge staff here. Everybody at Three Borders Sports Network.
Well, just come and look at our studio.
Yeah, I know.
All right. For everybody at Three Borders Sports Network. Good night, everybody, and here is your Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. Back there playing safety right now, so see what happens. 3rd and short here for the Cowboys. Kappas off to early. Nope, he'll step back, pulls it back out, pass down the middle. Roeder on the defending side, tipped up in the air, and Avery Smith comes down with it and makes the catch on the pass intended for Levi Christensen. How about that?
Comdale Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdaleInnovation.com. Comdale Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.